First of all, I would like to apologize for what you're having to look at. But, I was born with it, so it's the best I can do. But at least now you know why they tend to call me Big Will. Now, I did a video where I talked about how PGX screwed up an order of mine. And I showed Daredevil 77, which PGX had as published in 1987 by DC Comics. And if you want to see that book, it's on my other video, which I'm going to change to a part 1 of 3. This is a part 2 of 3. And the third and final video in this series, I guess, will be when I get the books back from CGC and we can actually do a comparison. Now, you might be thinking, well, why didn't you make a video with all the books as they were, messed up and everything else, and then send them off, and then do a video when they came back? Well, I was so angry at PGX and about the whole situation that I didn't think about that. And it's because of PGX that I got a YouTube account and joined CGC. So I just hurried and got the books shipped to CGC because I knew it would take 3 months or however, because I had to do the cheapest thing I could before I got them back. So that's why I don't have a before, but I'm going to try my best to explain the before, and we'll definitely have an after when the books come back. So, first things first. By the way, holy crap. Well, I'm sorry about that. We have a mouse that got in the house, and we've been trying to murder him in a very sadistic way for a couple of days now, and I just saw him run across. I just put a trap down, so hopefully he will get caught in it. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, comics. So, let's see, there's the Daredevil 77, and then I'll go over here real quick the other books that I had sent in to PGX. Let's see, I sent in Thor 177, Wonder Woman number 196, Brave and the Bold 62, Showcase number 76, Cheyenne number 8, Roy Rogers Comics number 1, and Lucky Star number 1. And in case you're wondering, I have a little cheat sheet that has the grades that PGX assigned to them. And well, anyway, I apologize. This is one of my first few videos, and it just riles me up so much, too. Now, there's also the Daredevil 77. There is a Little Lizzie book and an Alpha Flight book as well that I didn't just read off. Now, the Daredevil, unless I accidentally left it in the hotel, boy, I hope I didn't. That'd be embarrassing. It should be in the car. And Alpha Flight, which the only reason I didn't send it was because it is a modern book compared to everything else. So I would have had to have made a whole new order form just for the one modern book. So I decided to wait, and I'll send it. But when I'll wait till I have more stuff that's modern to send with it. And there's really nothing I see wrong with the Alpha Flight book. It's right here. So as you can see, it looks fine. They have it graded as a 9.2, which I don't have a problem with. It's not perfect, but it's pretty dang good looking book, so it's probably an actual 9.2. And as far as the information and the publication date, all that looks correct as well. Unless one of you notices something, I think they got everything right on this book. But having one PGX and everything else being CGC, I'll still send it in just when I have more modern stuff to send as well. I don't like sending just one book. But the Lucky Star #1, they put as a 6.5, PGX did. And they had a Roy Rogers, they put it as either a 5 or a 5.5. And my Showcase 76, they put as a 5. And the Brave and the Bold, #62, they put as a 5.5. Now, here's what I want to explain. And I do have visual examples, although they're not the actual books. To show you from roughly the same era, a 5.5 book graded by CGC. This is Amazing Spider-Man #25. It is the first appearance of Professor Spencer Smythe and the Spider Slayer, and the first cameo appearance of Mary Jane Watson. It's where they got her face covered. And it is, let me take it out of the back here, and it is a 5.5. And you can look at the book, and I'll give a shot of the thing all at once there, and then as I bring it in, you'll see, yeah, it's a 5.5, but it still overall looks pretty good. I like it anyway. Now, the 6.5 Lucky Star that I had from PGX, let me give you an example of what it looked like. Here's Superboy #73 that I have, that's beat to hell. Look at all that. This is very close to the condition of the Lucky Star #1. That apparently, according to PGX, is a 6.5. Obviously it's not, because even my 5.5 Amazing Spider-Man here looks a whole lot better. So that tells me that it's probably more like a 3 at best. So it'll be interesting to see what that comes back as. And then the 5.5 Brave and the Bold looks about like this Amazing Spider-Man 25 as far as how the condition of it is. But the Roy Rogers comic #1, that is either a 5 or a 5.5 from PGX, has rips and tears in the cover, and it looks a whole lot worse. So there's no way it could be a 5 either. So I have trouble with a lot of the grades, but the worst part about it is in the Little Lizzie that I had, they did not put the correct publisher, and they completely didn't even include the publication date. Let's see here. The Showcase 76 is the first appearance of Bat Lash. They didn't put that. And then, excuse me. Now this is more of a not really something they got wrong. It's just I was really hoping they would include it. Wonder Woman 196 is a bondage cover, or at least CGC notates it as bondage, but PGX doesn't, or doesn't. Doesn't. So I don't know if it's something they don't put on Wonder Woman 196, or if they left it off mine. But anyway, it was not a good day when I opened up my box from PGX and found all these things wrong, including that Daredevil, which was just, whew, that is amazing how you get that wrong. So there needs to be a low-cost leader. There needs to be someone that can do books, grade them, and get them out cheap and fast. But I'm not so sure that's going to be PGX, because they've had issues like this since like 2004, 2005. I mean, their entire history, they've had things like this happen. So it seems to me like in 5 years and 6 years, you might get your act together, but it's been well over 10 years now that they've existed, and they're still making these mistakes. I don't know what's up with quality control, but they're asleep at the wheel, so it seems. Now, sometimes they get things right, like my Alpha Flight I showed, but to have 7 out of 10 books have something wrong, either in the information on the label or the grade being wildly off, that's just, no. That should not happen anymore at all. So I don't know what's going on with PGX, but I'm not going to use them again. And now I do have to say that Daniel Patterson, I called, I got him, very nice fella. He offered me a partial refund. I got $100 back on my order, which was about $300 order. Grand total, I had about 3 pressings, which, yeah. And he's a very nice guy. And he was apologizing to me and everything. And I appreciate the money back. But still, gotta get the act together, man. But anyway, this has been a bit of a ramble. I'm already over 12 minutes here, so I should probably end this. But part 3, where I actually get the books back, will be a lot better. Maybe not as much rambling, or pauses, or mice. Good day.